Some villains are a little off balance, but this guy takes that to the extreme. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the comic book origins of Count Vertigo.
You should not be in such a hurry to meet this man.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We have chosen to primarily follow the storyline which unfolded in 1978's World's Finest Comics number 251, which was expanded upon in 2013's Green Arrow number 23.1.
Please! He'll kill me!
Whoever you fear me more.
Okay! They call him the Count. That's all I know.
Don't you just love a villain whose name says it all? Count Vertigo's power is essentially the ability to cause crippling dizziness and disorientation in his bows. This power can even disrupt non-human things, like the guidance systems in a missile. Pretty handy power to have, actually.
Vertigo.
Count Vertigo to you.
The Count debuted in the 1978 Black Canary story. In her civilian identity of Dina Drake Lance, Black Canary was viewing the premiere of her new fashion line when suddenly a mysterious figure appeared. All at once, everything went topsy-turvy. In the resulting chaos, the mysterious figure grabbed a diamond necklace and fled. That thief would turn out to be, you guessed it, Count Vertigo. Later, Black Canary learned of another jewel heist. All of the stolen items were part of the famous Vertigo jewels, a collection of items owned by a royal family who once ruled a small Balkan country. The Vertigo family all suffered from a genetic flaw which affected their inner ear and therefore their balance. When the country they ruled was taken over by the Soviet Union, the Vertigo family was forced into exile, where they had to sell all of their precious gems. Can you see where this is going? Black Canary quickly discovered that the necklace stolen at the fashion show was also part of the Vertigo collection, and that one other piece remained in private hands. The heroine rushed to warn the owner of this jewel and found Count Vertigo was already there. She deduced that the Count was the heir to the Vertigo throne, and therefore suffered from an inner ear malfunction. She also figured out that he was using some sort of sonic device which both corrected that malfunction and caused disabling dizziness in others. Fortunately, the Canary's own sonic scream was able to destroy that device, enabling her to capture the villain. The Count showed up in numerous other stories throughout the years, even becoming a reluctant member of the Suicide Squad for a while. When DC relaunched its universe in the New 52 project, the Count was given a new and expanded backstory. In this story, the Count's real name is Werner Zittel. As before, he was the heir to the throne of a Balkan country, now named Vlatava. As a child, he and his mother were forced to flee when rebels stormed their palace, killing Werner's father. He and his mother then ended up in Canada. Werner's mother became a prostitute and a junkie and subsequently blamed Werner for her problems.
You've got an uncle, right? A count?
My only living relative, Count Werner Vertigo.
So if something happens to you,
He becomes king of Vlatava.
now it all makes sense.
Eventually, she was approached by scientists who paid her in order to take Werner to a special hospital with them. As you can probably guess, they performed experiments on children there. In Werner's case, they implanted devices into his head, which gave him the ability to project a sonic field which disrupts the inner ear functions of others, often to the point of causing death.
Vertigo. Count Vertigo to you, peasant.
As a teenager, Werner killed the doctor who had given him his powers and returned to Vlatava, where he reassumed the throne. With his newfound power and control, he located his mother and had her captured. Bringing her to the hospital where he was experimented upon, he confronted her and then ordered her put to death. With all this accomplished, Count Vertigo felt free to continue his quest for even more power. With his unique abilities, Count Vertigo makes an especially dangerous foe. After all, it's hard for a hero to hit a target when they're too disoriented to get a solid beat on the enemy. The visual elements that accompany the Vertigo effect also tend to look pretty cool, which of course is an added bonus. All in all, the Count doesn't make it easy for a hero to try to bring him down.
The only way to neutralize the Vertigo effect was to rely on my other senses to see us through.
Are you a fan of the dizzyingly powerful Count Vertigo? For more comic book origins, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Vertigo is measured in lives. 56 people died to perfect this high. Believe me when I say that they did not die for nothing.